Hey everyone, it's Patty. I'm so excited to be sharing with you guys another fall video. This one is a fall decor unboxing video. So basically, I'm going to be showing you decor that I've had over the years. It's nothing new that I've purchased. It's things that I have had. Some of these things I've had over 5 years. And I did go ahead and separate the things I'm using this year. So I'm only showing you a snippet of what types of things I'm using this year. I want to share with you popular places to get things from and give you guys ideas of where you can find things this year since it is older decor. Also, make sure you stay tuned to the very end because I am going to be putting together a little decorate with me area and show you kind of the style for this year.
I'm so excited to be sharing with you another fall video, and this one is going to be fun. This is a fall unboxing, but I'm not going to be unboxing every single fall decoration I have because I do have 3 bins. I kind of change things up each season, so I do purge as I get things, but I also like to keep things that I know might come back around. Like I mentioned in previous videos, I'm not really doing the buffalo check this season, but I'm not ready to get rid of all of my buffalo check things because I feel like through the years I kind of change my style and then things come back around and I'm into some similar things. So and I cannot buy brand new things each time I change my mind. So I definitely like to keep things. I also did like the blues for a while and I know I might go back to that in the future. So I kind of separated everything and organized it into like my core pieces, then traditional, more like orangey colors, my cool tones, and then the buffalo check. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my theme for this year, which is more kind of traditional, still that farmhouse style, but I definitely am using a lot of rusty colors like the rusty orange and red. I'm incorporating copper, which I did start incorporating that last year. Also some pops of mustard and all of those warm tones, woods, and all of those things. So I wanted to share with you guys a couple of the things that I found in my bins that I already own. These are not things I purchased this year, and my favorite spots to get these things and where you can find things similar this year if you're looking for a similar style. Also, make sure you stay tuned to the end because I did set up an area that is decorated to give you kind of a feel of the vibes I'm going for this year and the style I'm trying to decorate. So it'll give you some inspiration, hopefully, for your fall decorating. Also, make sure you are subscribed because I am going to be sharing a lot more fall content. I have some DIYs coming up and some decorate with me. So make sure you're subscribed so you know when those videos are coming. So let's get started. First things first, are one of my favorite things are pillows, and I have some fun pillows this year. I did buy one, which I will share with you in another video with my new stuff. I'm sharing all old stuff from last year. But at the end of fall last year, I picked up this pillow. I do not even remember seeing this pillow in stores. This was from the Hearth and Hand line, and they were originally $20, but I got it after fall. It was like shoved in a corner. It was on clearance for $5, and I was so excited when I saw it because it's perfect for my theme this year. These are the exact colors I am using. Now, I have not seen this exact pillow in stores this year, but they did come out with another really beautiful rusty orange. You actually can see it in the background there. It's like a rusty red orangey color, and that one is paired perfectly with this one, or if you're looking, you can just always pick up that one. So another really fun thing that I got last year, actually my birthday's in September, so I always pick up a couple of fall pieces for my birthday. So I picked up, I believe my parents gave me this as one of my birthday gifts. It's this beautiful like burnt orange. I wouldn't say it's burnt orange. It's like a light orange throw blanket. It's really pretty. It's kind of like a camel orange, and it has like the fringes, and it's just super soft, super cozy, perfect for fall time. And this was from Joann's. Joann's has really beautiful blankets this year and also very beautiful pillows. If you saw my recent shop with me video, I actually shared that I feel like Joann's has the best fall decor of the year, of the season. I went to several stores and I feel like they totally stepped it up and did an an amazing job with their fall decor this year. Last pillow I'm going to be sharing with you guys is also from Joann's, and this kind of coordinates with the fall blanket. So it has a little bit of that like camel orange and then gray tassels, and it's a really pretty like neutral pillow if you want to add like a pop of orange in front of it, or if you're going with a different theme. It's a nice way to incorporate a tiny bit of orange if you don't want too much orange. So next I want to share with you guys my fall basics that I'm going to be using. These are just a couple of the things that I feel like really warm up a space, and I used a lot of these in my early fall home decorating, and so I want to make sure I point them out to you in case you're looking for some of those things. So the first thing I have is this lantern. This is from Michael's, and it's a copper lantern. I bought this several years ago, but I know Michael's comes out with beautiful lanterns every year, and they always have really great sales. I try to normally buy things from like Michael's and Joann's when they have everything at least 50 to 60% off, plus the additional 20% off coupon. That's how I get my best bang for my buck. But I will say, if you have your eye on something that you really love, sometimes you're risking not being able to get it for that really great deal, because I feel like things for fall sell out so fast because then they're bringing out all the Christmas stuff. So I did want to mention that. I also have this that I love. It's one of my favorite copper pieces for fall time. It just has like these little pumpkins, but it's a nice subtle way to incorporate fall decor in like a classy way, I feel. And this I actually thrifted, but it is originally from Target. It was from the Smith and Hawking line, and I love their stuff. I feel like it's pretty pricey, so I loved that I was able to thrift that. Candlesticks are definitely a must for me in all my seasonal decorating. I bought these last year at Christmas time, I'm pretty sure. I think it was Christmas time. And it comes actually in a set of 3. And I believe they brought these back this year. They have them in this black color as well as in gold, and they're from Target. Hobby Lobby also is a great place to get candlesticks. I also have gold ones that I love decorating with. And the Target dollar spot is bringing back the gold ones. I believe they're $3 each. And if you do not like decorating with gold, those are perfect to pick up because you can spray paint them any color you'd like. So that's a really great way to stack up on candlesticks in an inexpensive way. I love anything that comes in glass bottles. I really like. This is from last year, the Hearth and Hand. Last year I was really trying to incorporate mustard, so the bottle is actually from the dollar spot, and then I just got this pick from Hearth and Hand last year, and I love it because it has subtle touches of mustard, but then it has a little bit of orange in it, and it goes perfect with my theme this year. Another bottle that I have is this amber glass bottle, and this one is just with eucalyptus. I've had this one for several years, and then to kind of follow it up, I added this oats pick. This was from the dollar spot last year. I do not know yet what the dollar spot is carrying. I am starting to see a couple clues on Instagram, but none of my Targets have any dollar spot stuff yet. They don't start to bring that in until schools start, and schools just started this week, so they'll probably bring in our dollar spot stuff at the end of this week or next week. Another basic that I love are, again, amber glass jars and bottles and all of those fun things. I'm hoping the dollar spot brings some amber things because I know amber can be pretty pricey. Last year I got this one from the dollar spot and it was only $3, so hopefully they'll bring back some of those things. I know Hearth and Hand has some beautiful amber pieces and they have really pretty amber bottles, but they are a little bit more expensive. This is one of my favorites. I have had this for several years. This was also from the dollar spot, $5, but I've had this for probably 3 or 4 years, and I pull it out every single year. I just love the accent of copper, and I feel like this size jar, you can just do so much with it. So definitely check out the dollar spot for fall decor stuff. I feel like you can definitely add so much with their stuff. Dough bowls are one of my favorite things. I own a few, and I just love using them, especially on my table. For the past, I am changing it up this year because I've done it for probably the past 3 or 4 years, but I usually use this as my base for my centerpiece. I have an actually much larger one that I use for my table, and I love it. because I can just throw everything in there, and it's easy for me to move since we homeschool and we use our table all the time. It's a very easy centerpiece to move, yet it packs a punch and looks just so beautiful. I really like also using these on my longer pieces of furniture because it's a nice filler. Like I have a huge entryway table, and so I really like putting it on there. Or like now my TV stand is, I used to have my TV on it, but now we hung it on the wall, so that's a great place. If you have a mantle, that's another beautiful place because this one is really thin. I picked that one up from Target when it was on clearance a couple of years ago, but I know Hobby Lobby has some great selections of doughbows for a really affordable price. The last thing I want to show you is cake stands. I have tons of cake stands and trays and different things like that that I plan to use. When you're decorating and layering pieces, you want to make sure you have different heights. If everything is one standard height, then it kind of doesn't balance things out. So when you're decorating, you want to make sure you decorate in odd numbers, so you have like 3 on one side and 2 on another, and then you also have different heights. And a great way to have different heights is by using cake stands. So I really like using cake stands and trays and different things like that to make things different. So those are my basics that I unboxed. Next, I want to share with you a couple of signs that I love. My favorite place to get signs is again the dollar spot. Like I said, I change themes up each year, and they have signs for $1 a lot of times, and I love using them for tier trays. One of my favorites from last year was this one, and I plan on using that again. It has the wood tones and the orange, and it's just a really sweet, cute sign for $1. I grabbed this one last year from Hobby Lobby. I believe I paid about $2 for this one. So Hobby Lobby is another great place to get signs for tier trays. I also love getting the sticker packs from the Target dollar spot. They usually are like wood adhesive stickers, and I just like making my own signs. So this one I made a couple years ago, and I just bought their stickers. I painted the leaf to match my decor, and I just used scrap wood that I already had on hand. This was another one I did, and we're always kind of doing projects here, and my dad does a lot of woodwork, so anytime he has scrap pieces, I ask him for it so that I can make signs with the scrap pieces. Another one that I bought last year that I think is really fun for a tier tray is this one from Hobby Lobby. I believe they still have this one this year. If not, they have something very similar. And then this one is from Michael's, and I think that's just so sweet. And they have either this exact one or something along these lines. And these are usually you can get them for like $3 on sale. And then this one I've had probably was one of the first Target dollar spot signs I bought. It was when they first were starting the Target dollar spot during the seasons and all of those things, and it's one of my favorite signs to this date. I just love the simplicity of it, and I feel like it pretty much matches any theme that I'm going for. One of the last things that kind of is in the sign category is this garland, and it just says thankful on it. This is great to hang if you have like those jugs. I have a couple jugs that I love to decorate, or if you want to hang it from a tier tray, or if you have like a taller wood tray, you can kind of drape it and then put like a pumpkin in between. So these are really versatile. These are from Hobby Lobby. I know Kirkland's also has some really pretty wood beads as well, and they're pretty affordable. Next, I want to share with you guys my pumpkins. I'm going to try to keep it brief because I have about 1,000,001 pumpkins. So I'm going to share with you guys some of my favorites that I will be using this year. This pumpkin I have had for years, and I really like it. I bought this from Target, and I got it once it was on clearance. It's from the Smith & Hawkins line. Hobby Lobby has some similar ones that are really pretty that you can get for a really good price. Although I am adding a pop of color, I love decorating with cream pumpkins and then adding a couple of pops of color and greenery to kind of give it a full look. So some of my favorites are from Michael's. I really like their pumpkins, and I feel like they look very realistic. One I like from Michael's is this one, just because I feel like the shape is very unique and it doesn't just look like this picture perfect pumpkin. Like I like that it has like a wacky shape to it. Then this one was from the Dollar Spot last year. The Dollar Spot is always a good place to look for some neutral pumpkins, or also pumpkins with whatever theme you're going for. This one I also like from Michael's because it's smaller, so these are really good for layering. I have a couple just a little bit smaller than this as well that are perfect for layering. Some of my favorite orange pumpkins are actually from Hobby Lobby. They have a really pretty rusty color. So I got these from Hobby Lobby in a pack that came with some cream ones also and some blue ones. So I'll be using the orange and cream ones this year, and I'm going to be setting the blue ones aside in case I decide to decorate with those colors another year. I really like these picks from Hobby Lobby. They carry these every year. I've had them for a few years, but I love sticking these in my dough bowls. Like if I'm trying to layer, it's a really great way to layer. Also, if you have a garland that is just like a simple garland and you want to follow it up, this is a great way to do that. And I love the texture that it adds to a space. So I have several of these. Another thing that I like to add to trays or bowls or different things are these little acorns, because they're also with texture, and I feel like it kind of adds an extra element to whatever you're decorating. For orange pumpkins, I also like this one. This was from the Dollar Spot last year. I love the shape and how it's lumpy and bumpy and just really cute. And then I have this peach one that I think is really fun, and it has a copper stem, and that one was from Michael's. And then I also like decorating with some that are just not regular looking pumpkins. They're like fabric or texture or things like that. So I have this one that I have had for probably 5 years now, maybe even longer. And I got it on clearance from TJ Maxx. But it has stood the test of time. It's kid friendly, and I just love how it kind of is not your average looking pumpkin. I feel like it's pretty unique. And then if you ever want like just plain fabric pumpkins, Target Dollar Spot is definitely a good place to get those. I have a few of these style pumpkins that are just really fun if you want to just kind of change up a space and not put like your typical pumpkin. Some that I picked up last year that I really like for my homeschool area or like the kid spaces that I want to decorate are these pumpkins. I feel like they're really fun and not too bright. Like they still go with the theme, but I really don't care if the kids play with these, and they love using pumpkins to decorate their spaces too, and these are perfect. And then these I picked up several years ago from the Target Dollar Spot. Like I said, I think this was like one of the first years they came out with the Target Dollar Spot, and I've had them for years. And I love decorating with these in the kitchen because I feel like they give that farmhouse feel. Definitely if you're looking for traditional farmhouse things, I would check Hobby Lobby. I feel like they have a great selection of those. If you're looking for more realistic pumpkins, I really like Michael's for those. And then I have a few of this green color. I love this green color. I think it's really pretty and just, again, looks more realistic. And then the last thing I want to share that I'm going to be using for a really pretty tablescape this year are these pumpkins that I got. I actually got these at a local farmers event that we went to last year. I'm really sad because I know not as many events are going to happen this year, and it was one of my favorite things to go last year. And there was a local vendor that was selling these, and I think they're really pretty, and I have a bunch of them, and I bought them specifically to do a tablescape this year, so I'm excited to share with you my ideas of that. Then the last thing I want to share, because I know this video is getting kind of long, is just florals. That's probably my favorite thing to decorate with, greenery, florals. I have a whole basket here full of greenery, so I'm not going to go through everything just because it is a lot. Probably one of my favorite pieces is this eucalyptus here. I actually bought this last year from Michael's, and I used it in my front porch, but since this is my main theme in the house this year, I'm bringing it in, and I really like it. Some of my other favorite pieces that are going with the theme this year are these. I bought these from Hobby Lobby last year. And they have kind of like that rusty color and mustard, and then for that extra pop of like orange and red, I have these, and I kind of put them in here. Some of my other favorites are these. I think they're really pretty and subtle, not too crazy. And then I just have a bunch of picks like these. These are from Joann's. Also, all of these that I just showed were all from Hobby Lobby. last year, but they still have very similar things this year. And then these I picked up from Joann's last year, and I loved putting these in different areas to add like a pop of color. And these were from Joann's. The other things I really like using in my decor is eucalyptus. I use the eucalyptus everywhere. And then I really have been loving using oat and wheat stems. So that is kind of the feel that I'm going for, because I feel like the oat and wheat kind of warms things up a little bit. So, and then I do have a little bit of lamb's ear. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using the lamb's ear this year. I'm really drawn to eucalyptus, and I think I might be sticking with that, but I do have the lamb's ear on standby in case I need a couple fillers or anything like that. So let me go ahead and share with you my decor idea and kind of share with you the theme I have going on this year. Just to give you an idea of how I will be decorating for this season, so you can kind of see the textures and colors and different things I use to create a space for fall that I feel is like warm and cozy, and just kind of the vibe I'm going for this year. This actually is not going to stay. I just created this space as an example, but I'm constantly changing things up. So this is like a fresh idea, and you'll see something totally different when you see me decorating later on. So I just did like the eucalyptus up there and kind of gave it like a draping effect. And then over here, if you saw my early fall home tour, I did use a couple of these pieces, and I just really like them, like the apple banner and the copper lantern. I just think they scream cozy fall. I will be taking down the apple poster later on, but if you didn't check out my early fall home tour, I definitely recommend you check that out, and you'll get more ideas of like how I'm going to be decorating for future once I pull out like all the pumpkins and stuff like that. But anyways, I have this stand that is from Hobby Lobby, and I'm really just loving a lot of amber. You'll see that in my future decorating. So I have this amber glass bottle, and I just put, I believe this is pampas grass. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what it was labeled in the store, but I've seen other people showing other things saying they're pampas grass too. So I don't know what is what. You'll have to tell me. But I have it's still like, I just feel like it reminds me of fall. And then of course I started pulling out the pumpkins since I'm doing my unboxing. And then I wanted to balance the other side with some other things, like another pumpkin, another amber bottle, but make them different, but where they still look cohesive. So again, my theme this year is going to be pops of orange. I want things really warm. So warm items would be like wood tones, copper, amber bottles, and then lots of greenery, whether that's eucalyptus, or I love like this eucalyptus because it's green, but also pops of that rusty orange. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and seeing all the different ways I'm going to be incorporating things into my fall decor. Let me know, what is your theme this year? What are the vibes you're going for? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.